Happy Talk to Him Thursday, my baby. So, in the event of another Talk to Him Thursday, I kind of want to talk about closing costs, or actually cost estimates. So, as a buyer or a seller, you should get a cost estimate on basically it is a breakdown of how much that transaction will cost you. And if you're a seller, how much you'll be taking home out of pocket. And if you're a buyer, how much you'll be giving up out of pocket. Now, you absolutely have to have a cost estimate and you have to sign it. There should be no way that you have went through a transaction and not gotten one. Now, for my buyers, you should get one from your loan originator, from your mortgage broker, from your loan officer, whichever you want to call it. You should be getting one from them. If they don't give you one, that's a huge red flag. You should also be getting one from your realtors. If they don't give you one, they're not doing their job, and that's also a huge red flag. And then you should get one towards the end as well, again, from your loan officer, and if you need one, from your realtor as well. It does not hurt to have more than one. It does not hurt to have more than four. It does not hurt. They're just trying to be thorough. Now, your sellers, you may get one from your realtor. I'm not quite sure if you'll get one from your loan. I don't know if you'll get one from your loan officer, but you'll definitely get one main one from your realtor that you do need to initial and sign. Cost sheets. Let's go. Now, we are working on a $200,000 house today. My buyers love the house. Mr. and Mrs. Buyer was like, oh my God, I think this house is our home, right? We want to put an offer in. Well, hold on. Let's look at this cost sheet, okay? Now, we're going on a $200,000 house, and the home had $2,300 in taxes. So that all gets wrapped up. So when you break it down, you want to do the P&I, your taxes, your insurance, your PMI, that's private mortgage insurance. Let's come over here. You're going to do your down payment. My buyers wanted to do $10,000, okay? Prepaid and fixed payment. Now, down payment, a lot of people think because you have the down payment or you have money saved that you can afford to close on a home. That is not always the case. Your down payment is a part of your closing costs, but it is not always your closing costs. Your closing costs entails of a bunch of other things other than just your down payment. Okay? So if your closing costs are $22,000, but you have $10,000 for your down payment, that's going into your closing costs, yes, but it's not all of your closing costs. Right here, you can see the monthly payment. That is just an estimate. Nothing is set in stone until you say, okay, we closed on our house, and you get the note or you get the letter from the bank. Nothing is set in stone until it's set in stone, but you absolutely need to have an estimate. An estimate is better than nothing. You cannot go into a transaction blind. It's just not okay. So your monthly payment on a $200,000 house with $2,300 in taxes would estimately be $1,570. Now, this is based on interest rates. Again, this is based on taxes. This is based on location of the home. This is based on everything playing a part in that monthly payment. This is for the buyers, okay? Okay, so as you see here, this is a thorough breakdown of where that $22,000 number came from. This is just $12,000 because remember we're putting $10,000 down. This is the total cost of the closing. Total cost of closing. Try to say that 3 times fast. Anywho, 14 months of insurance. Now this is prepaid cost, meaning you're going to pay for it up front, even though you're going to use it over time. It's not going to be tacked on monthly. Your 12 months of taxes are going to be, you're going to put them in escrow, right? But your 14 months of insurance, your 12 months of taxes, your 30 days of interest, that all is prepaid. So it's going to into escrow to be held and to be dispersed within the year that you're going to be there. Now, the 30 days of interest, that is when a house was sitting, when you had it under contract. You are responsible for that interest once you have it under contract, unless something changes. Your title policy, your doc prep, everybody has to get a title on their insurance, on their mortgage. You pay for that. You pay for the title company. You pay for the doc preparation for the title company. You pay for all the forms that you're going to sign at closing. You pay for those. Those are not free. Let me see here. Let's move out of your way. The courier fee, the endorsements, the closing protection letter, the notary fee, the doc retrieval, the settlement fee, the bring down fee. It breaks everything down. So you can't say, wait a minute, hold on, I didn't know about that fee. It's in your closing costs. You initialed it. You signed it. Your realtor should have went over it step by step, line by line. You signed it. You knew that cost was coming up. It's nothing. I don't like surprises. So with me, we don't do confusion. They should have went through it step by step. You have to go through your closing costs. Now, buyers, you guys have a more extensive closing cost because you're handling most of the brunt of the transaction because this is your house that you're buying. Now, the sellers, they're just selling the house. So we'll come to you guys. It is much, much shorter with you guys. But you get the admin fee, you get the appraisal reinspection fee, and your house does need to be appraised. That's $550. The court credit report. To get a pre-approval, you have to have your credit ran. In order to have your credit ran, you have to pay for it. It's the way of the world, my babies. The way of the world. The recording fee, the admin fee, your admin may have a fee, they may not, and your total transfer tax. Now, with the transfer tax in Pennsylvania is 1% unless your municipality says something different, and that 1% is usually split in right down the middle between the sellers and the buyers, but you will still have a fee on the total transfer tax as well. Now, I'm on to my sellers. Sellers, we're doing the same house. We have the same house. You're selling the house. My buyers are buying the house, okay? Sellers, we're doing $200,000 for the house. We have, our taxes are $2,300. Our closing cost on this one, again, the sales price is $200,000. The balance that you guys owed on the mortgage was $65,000. Okay, that's taken out. Prorated tax owed $366.12. Closing cost that will occur that you have to pay when you come to this table is $13,146.92. What you will net at close, an estimate of what you will net at close, is $121,486.96. Now, it's funny because your total closing cost is very similar to the buyer's closing cost, but it's $13,000 instead of $12,000. And the settlement fee is $195. The deed prep, the notary fee, the municipal lien letters. If you have a contractor that you hate, say, hey, I want you to fix my house. I'll pay you at closing and you never pay them. Or, hey, I'll pay you in 24 hours and you never pay them. They can have a lien letter against you. And this may have happened 2 years ago and you just never paid. They have a lien letter against you. That money comes out. Any taxes, that money comes out. It just comes out. That's a lien against your house. You will always pay your liens before you get paid. That is how it works in the system. Repairs. If you ask the contractor, hey, I need you to fix this toilet or redo all of this, and then I need you to pay, I'll pay you at closing. That's $6,000. Okay, that's coming off the top. Interest, $81. Buyer's broker fee may or may not have it, and a listing broker fee, you may or may not have it. So any way it goes, the buyers and the sellers will always have a closing cost sheet or a cost estimate or an estimate sheet, whatever you want to call it. But you need to have one. And you need to initial it, you need to sign it, and you do not want to have any surprises with this transaction. This is a legal transaction. These are documents that you want to pay attention to, guys. If you don't get one, call me. If you haven't gotten one and you're about to put an offer in on a home, please call me, because you don't want to go into a home or put an offer in on a home. The offer is accepted and you say, hey, I didn't know this house was this much. I can't afford it. And you're already knee deep into the offer. You can't just walk away. Now you have a bigger problem on your hands. Guys, get the closing cost estimate sheets, please. Anywho, happy Talk to 'em Thursday, guys. Bye.